Welcome to the downstairs counseling room at Rowan House Emergency Shelter, a space of comfort and healing for many women in the community affected by abuse. Let me introduce myself. I am the chair in the counseling room. I am the grounding place for our 2 outreach counselors who spend hours upon hours here listening to women tell their stories. Women choose to access Rowan House's outreach program for a number of reasons. One, she may be in a safe place, so doesn't need a bed at the shelter, but she is still struggling with all of the other things related to leaving an abusive partner. Court, parenting, finances, and most importantly, the emotional toll that relationship has had on her. In other cases, women are still with their partners. They are confused, but they aren't ready to leave, and need much of the same supports to keep themselves safe as they navigate their choices. Rowan House's outreach program is accessible to women across southern Alberta, so Trish and Tammy spend a lot of time traveling, sometimes as far as Claresholm or Vulcan, to meet with their clients, at coffee shops, libraries, parks, or churches. But often women feel more comfortable coming to Rowan House, and that's when I get to witness the power of the work Trish and Tammy do. I am the chair in the counseling room, and like Trish and Tammy, I sit and I listen, quietly and without judgment. Today, Trish is meeting with a lady named Erin. As the two sit down, I instantly feel Trish's calm demeanor. I notice that Erin starts more rigid and maybe anxious. Trish notices too and walks Erin through a grounding exercise. Place your feet firmly on the ground, she says. Do you notice how your feet feel in your shoes and against the floor? Now look around the room. Just in your head, list 5 things you can see right here, right now. What are 4 things you can hear? 3 things you can feel? 2 things you can smell? 1 thing you can taste. I see that Erin is much more relaxed now as Trish begins to ask her about how things have been going since their last meeting. Erin says it's been tough. She says her boyfriend wasn't always so mean, but she's starting to think things may have started when she became pregnant with their daughter and escalated after Olivia was born. Erin says he hasn't ever hit her, but it seems like she just can't do anything right. He calls her names and says other degrading and hurtful things, and it's been happening a lot more lately. He also demands to check her phone calls and texts, all red flags of an unhealthy relationship. Trish listens. She's here to believe Erin, to give her a safe platform to use her voice. Trish has been working with Erin for about 5 months now. During that time, Trish has talked a lot about what healthy relationships should look like and ways for Erin to set boundaries with her partner to safely resist his efforts to use power and control to abuse her. I really don't want my daughter to grow up like this, Erin says quietly. Trish nods her head. She gives Erin a moment of space to sit with this realization. I think I want to leave him, she says a little louder. I am the chair in the counseling room. Together with the outreach counselors, I spend hours listening to women tell their stories and watch as they grow in confidence each meeting. I can definitely support you in that if that's what you want, Trish assures her. But Erin is ready. I have to do this. For my daughter, she says. And for me. Trish feels a sense of pride and excitement for Erin. It's moments like these that really remind her why she's an outreach counselor. It's not her job to tell clients to leave their abusers. She's there to be a sounding board as they make their own decisions, so it always feels like a win when someone is ready for that choice. Before the meeting ends, Trish goes over Erin's original safety plan with her. Planning to leave an abusive partner can be a particularly dangerous time, and she wants to make sure they set those precautions in place. When they meet again, Trish will have prepared some resources Erin will need as she begins rebuilding her life. And with Erin motivated to move forward, they plan to meet again in a week's time. I feel a weight lift from me as Trish walks Erin out to pick up Olivia from the child support room. I feel the hope that Erin has for safer, happier days ahead with Olivia. And I sit and wait for the next meeting, the next story, the next light that brightens, the chair on the floor in the counseling room.